Hello once again, YouTube. This is part 2 of my second DVD update, and this time I'm serious. I have a probably big stack. I probably won't even get done. There might even be a third, fourth. This might be an anthology because I've watched some. I have, like I said, 3 to watch bonus features on, plus this big stack right here. These are my prized possession, my movies, and some of these I've got recently. This one I've had on the shelf for a while, I haven't talked about, is a Zombie Diaries 2, World of the Dead. And it basically picks up the first one left off. Basically like 99.9% of the population is dead. The army is just trying to survive now. They're one of the only people left alive. They run into a gang, they have to kill them because there's raiders and trying to get out, and it's only a couple people. The weird scene is this guy's like raping a zombie girl. That's really weird. Like, it didn't even gross me out. I was just like, what the hell? It's kind of funny, but anyway, some pretty cool scenes in there. Some really deep emotional stuff in there. And basically, these group of sergeants and stuff, they're filming it, but they gotta get out of there. And it's just their struggles trying to escape the zombie-ridden world. Pretty cool one. Next one is probably the best 4-pack I've ever found of just random movies in a 4-pack, and it is Dawn of the Dead, Land of the Dead, Halloween 2, the original, and The People Under the Stairs. All those movies I've been wanting to get for a long time, so as you can see, I was pretty surprised to find all of them. Dawn of the Dead, about these, the new one, not the old one. These people getting stuck in a mall, trying to survive the zombie apocalypse, and taking refuge there and eventually trying to escape the mall. Land of the Dead is a little bit afterwards. People have fled to a city called Village Green, where all the rich people are living and the poor people are working to support the rich. And basically the zombies are catching up with the zombies. They're getting smarter. One of them, they actually are working together. The zombies are. They're not just running around. And their leader ends up learning how to use a gun. And they're learning like what they did in their old lives. Like, they're getting brains, and that's weird. And it's kind of really cool how they develop the story in Land of the Dead. And these two guys are going against the rich guy because they can't get houses in Fiddler's Green, and now they want to just make sure that he doesn't have it. And there's this big war breaks out with him, and one of the guys has to take out the other guy. It's really cool though. Really cool what happens. Big tank thing's really awesome. Yeah, Land of the Dead, check it out. Halloween 2, I love it. It's one of my favorite Halloween movies. It's the old one, the good one. The new one just sucks. And the remake, anyways, sucks. Halloween 2, basically, Laurie Strode picks up literally right where the first one left off. Laurie Strode gets to the hospital, he follows her, kills a bunch of nurses there, but still can't get Laurie Strode. Surprise, surprise. And Michael Myers is really cool because he'll never truly die, and it's scary to think about someone who can never truly die. And then the next one's People Under the Stairs. Basically, this deranged religious mom and dad, they take kids and they kidnap them and put them in their house, put them in their parents. But they find something like see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil. They'll take away that part, like ears, cut out the tongue, like they did Roach, is the leader of them. And the girl that hasn't been like one of them is living upstairs with them and looking out for the people under the stairs. And this guy, it's been a while since I watched this. I think his name was Fool. And Ving Rhames are breaking in the house to steal some stuff. And then when they come home, there's other people on the stairs, and Ving Rhames gets killed, and then a Fool's trying to find a way out of the house, and they're like, no, mommy and daddy will get you. There's no way out of the house. Really cool chain of events that happen. My favorite, I love Roach, though. He's really cool. And like, it was a really good movie, and I recommend it to anybody. Next one is another 4-pack. I get a lot of these 4-film favorites they've been releasing all the time. But these are really good, these ones. See right here, American Outlaws. Probably can see it better up here. American Outlaws, Young Guns 2, Maverick, Wild Wild West. American Outlaws is about the start of the James Gang as James Caan and I. Larder from Varsity Blues. I. Larder also played on Final Destination. And it's about the start of the Jesse James Younger Gang. They come back from the war, and their farms get taken away from them to build a railroad. They're getting torn down and burned down, and they're just in a retaliation against them. And they become outlaws defending what they think is right. And they're not just like ruthless outlaws. And the papers made them out to like kill civilians and all that stuff. The papers lied to make the other people, the Transcontinental Railroad builders, look good. But really, they were a bunch of liars. And some really cool stuff happens. Young Guns 2 is about Billy the Kid, played by Emilio Estevez, and his gang trying to escape. And then one of their gang ends up becoming the sheriff hunting them. Guy quits their gang and starts hunting them. They have to escape him, and then he thinks he kills them. But then there's this old guy who he thinks Billy the Kid, and at the end it says no one knows if Billy Gunn was the old guy that just died, or if he died a lot of time ago. No one knows if Billy Gunn could still be alive right now. It was a really cool movie, though, about how most of them ended up dead. People in the Billy Gunn's gang, but pretty much all of them ended up dead, except for Billy the Kid. Or not, maybe all of them, including Billy the Kid. But it was a really good movie. Really, really good movie. Maverick is about, Maverick cards. Anyway, Mel Gibson's a big poker player. James Gardner's his father, and Jodie Foster's this girl that keeps taking their money. She's a swindler, and they're going to this big poker tournament. And basically, this rich guy doesn't want Maverick in there. And then Maverick ends up winning, but then James Gardner takes the money, and then they end up meeting back together. You realize they're father and son, and they're talking. There's all this cool stuff, and funny movie, real fun. Danny Glover is my favorite part of the movie. He stole the show with his lines. And the last one, I should say, is Wild Wild West. Will Smith and Kevin Kline, Salma Hayek. Basically, Kevin Kline's a big inventor. Will Smith's to shoot first. They explain he's a shoot first, shoot later, and then shoot some more, and then ask questions after everyone's dead sort of guy. And they have to protect the president against the Civil War guy that brought back to life. And some really fun. It's a funny movie. It really is crazy, and inventing the flying machine. Real fun movie. A couple serious moments. Really, overall, just a fun old time. And I do recommend those movies also. The next one I have is another 4-pack. Pineapple Express, Superbad, Year One, and Youth in Revolt. Pineapple Express is about Seth Rogen and James Franco. Franco is Seth Rogen's drug dealer. And they end up he sees a murder, and James Franco offers to help him. Danny McBride they run into. And they're trying to escape the mob guy, and this mob guy thinks he's after them, but really he's just smoking some Pineapple Express and the weed, and that's how they knew it was them. They've been coming after him. It's funny moments in that movie. Superbad, about the three nerds trying to go to use a fake ID, buy booze, get to a party. And I'm going on a series of misadventures, and it was just one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. Starring Christopher Mintz-Plasse, Jonah Hill, and Michael Cera. It's very funny. Year One, Jack Black and Michael Cera. They go from like cavemen, and they get banned from the tribe, then they discover Cain and Abel and all that good stuff, and they're going through like all these times. They end up becoming Trojans or something. Then Youth in Revolt, Michael Cera likes this chick, and he's just trying to be a badass for her, and really he's not a badass. He's just acting like one, and it's a real Michael Cera at his best role. And I'm just going to cut this DVD update off right there. Thank you all for watching. This has been Macintosh signing off. See ya.